Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. This morning it's just after 7 o'clock and I'm walking down through the cubicle house here, and we just have a wee look before we start the feeding as to how much silage is left, and then we can gauge from that as to how much we need to put out. So as you can see, there's just a wee bit left there, not a wild pile, but the first batch fed out. I didn't bother showing you that because it was that dark you wouldn't be able to see anything on the GoPro. But I'll show you the second batch. It's more or less the very same, just times it all by 2. The first batch is smaller, but it's normally in around about 3.5 tonne, and the second batch should be 7 tonne. But just with what they're eating at the moment, you have to adjust it a bit. But I put out 3,900 there. We're going to get the blend in. This is the blend you would have seen in the last video that I was mixing up. It was the second batch of stuff. So we put in 370 of this into this batch. There's 300 and there's exactly 375 there. We'll go and tip this back and then we'll get the fodder beet. This is the fodder beet. We mix it for 3 days. So we just mix up enough to do us 3 days. This here was mixed on Saturday, so we've done a Saturday, Sunday, and then today's Monday morning. So it'll run out, or by the time I have this in this batch, there should be about 200 or more left for the feeding the young stock. Just try and get enough that I don't have to come back. We'll put in 1,300 of this beet, so that'll put it up to ideally 1,670, but we'll just have to see. I always like to have a look up to make sure the pins are across before I start tipping in, because you don't want the bucket landed in the feed. That's 1,340 there. So we'll get the rest of this tipped back out, and then we'll do new stock. So there's the whole feed passage cleared out. This cubicle house is a feed passage. You have to clear the cows out and you drive up through the middle of the shed. It's not like some cubicle houses have a central feed passage that you don't need to clear the cows out of every morning, but this one we do, it just, I don't know, it's a different way of doing it. It saves space in my opinion, so I'm sort of in favour of it. It's just a bit of a faff having to clear the cows out of it every morning, but generally it's alright. So yeah, we'll get the tractor in now and we'll put out the batch of feed. Last bit we stop where I put it under the 1000 shaft. And we'll clean off the augers and put the last bit of the cover. Tractor around to the second cut sailor this time. We can fill her with straw, second cut silage and the last of the meat, and rather do the heifers and the young stock. So yeah, as you've seen, I put out that batch and I run my hand just along, cleaned off any of the silage that was sitting on top of the bars just along the whole way along, so I'll let the cows out now. This here's the start of the heifer batch now. I've just shoveled up the last of what was left of the beat there. Should be about 200 in the bucket, so I'll just throw everything in. Then we'll get into putting in the straw and the silage. Put in about 35 or 40 of straw. So I just bring this round from the other shed and tip it here, and it's just handy to got at, so give it a shape. Right, now we put this in and then up to about 1200 silage then. Roughly 400 of silage. So I'll just stop here and I'll shut her off and put her into the 1000 shaft and leave her here to mix for a minute or two, chop it all up a bit finer, and I'll go and put a bucket full of straw into the hospital pen and I'll lift up just a bit of the silage that's sitting there Then that can be eaten as well, so we'll get going with that. Yeah, we'll just run the scraper up through there now in a minute. After the feeding done, we'll scrape the whole collecting yard and that there, and then let the hospital cows back in. And that should be the most of the morning routine done. So it's the same idea as the last shed, this shed, just a central passage that the cattle can stand in to feed, and then you clear them out of it to feed them. So we'll get it cleared out. This shed has seen better days, in fairness. It's quite old, but I don't know, they don't seem to be too keen to do anything with it, because they say the cattle seem to thrive in it. So oh no, look, it does the job. It's just the younger heifers are down here and the older heifers are up here. These here heifers all have collars on, oh well, most of them have collars on, so they're all, so they'll be getting AI'd about 15 months and then calving down about 2-year-old, I think. So there's a few cubicles and stuff, but sometimes they're a bit too big for them and they can knock them over. But no, we'll get this bit of feed out. There's about a ton left in the feeder that does these in here, so we'll put it out in this, and yeah. It's just tight enough getting in here now. I'll show you, well, I'll try and show you is the best, but the camera will probably not justify it. It's just as tight as you can possibly get. You're not getting much more in. So, anyway. So yeah, as you can see, there's that much room on that side, and there's that much room on this side. So it wasn't made for this machine, anyway, I'll tell you that much, but oh, we get in and out, no bother. Getting out's a bit trickier than getting in. You just have to go as close to the wall as you possibly can and try and you get out just enough to go forward again, get swung around and then reverse back up the yard. it's the next day and I, in traditional me fashion, forgot to do an outro. So, no, look, thanks very much for watching the video, and make sure and turn on the notifications and like and subscribe and share the videos to everybody else. And yeah, there'll be plenty more to come, so I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much.